Hey y'all, it's Tracy with Mama's Comfort Cooking, and today I come to show y'all how I make an apple pear cobbler. So what I've done is I've opened up a 16-ounce can of pears, 2, and 124-ounce of apples that don't have any seasoning on them. The first thing I did was spray my glass container. I'm going to add 1.5 sticks of melted Land O'Lakes butter, and I'm going to pour it in there. 1.5 sticks. I'm going to reserve just a little bit to go inside of my ingredients. The next thing I'm going to do, I have 1.5 cups of flour, self-rising. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sugar. That's 1. Isn't that just so cute? That is so cute. And here's the other half. So 1.5 cups of sugar. To this, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of whole milk. Just like that. This is quick, easy, but when I tell you it is good on the dinner table, it is. And I'm going to just blend this together. Get my whisk. Just like this. I hope y'all are having a great day. So we're going to blend this together real good. Now this is self-rising. I don't have to put any baking powder in here, but I'm going to put like a half a teaspoon just to be safe. I just want to get a good crust on here. Just half a teaspoon. But this is already self-rising, and that's baking powder. Let me get that whisked in there real good. All right. Next, I'm going to work on my flavoring. This has no flavor. But let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you one thing that I did first before I get started. Is that I took a regular pie crust. I'm going to walk up on the camera and let you see it. I took a regular pie crust and I created some small dumplings. Some very thin dumplings. I created some very thin dumplings, and I applied them in. I also use Looza to give me extra pear juice. It's Looza, L-O-O-Z-A, L-O-O-Z-A. To this mixture, I'm going to add me a teaspoon of vanilla. Teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to add some of here too. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to add me a teaspoon of lemon juice. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of nutmeg. Nutmeg is very strong, so it doesn't take a lot. I'm going to add a teaspoon cinnamon. to start with. We're going to stir this. And it's going to be very hard to incorporate cinnamon and nutmeg, but it's in there. Then I'm going to take the remainder of the butter that I had, just this little corner, and I'm going to add it into the mixture. Okay? So what we've done is we used 1.5 cups of milk, 1.5 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of sugar, and we incorporated them together in this bowl. And then we used 1 teaspoon of vanilla in here. Then we added 1 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor, 1 teaspoon of lemon, and I use Luza to give it even more sweetness. So as you see, I haven't added a bunch of more sugar, but at this point I'm about to taste it to see, because I normally add a little brown sugar. So I'm going to go and add a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Get the brown sugar. So let's get the brown sugar added, and then we're going to put this together. The oven is on 350. So we're going to add some brown sugar into our mixture. That's a 1/2 cup of brown sugar into this mixture. So we got 1.5 sticks. We have 1.5 sticks of butter already melted. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to add our flour mixture and pour it over the butter. Okay? Let's do that. Let's add the flour mixture. Into the butter. The next thing is our pears and our apples with the fine dumplings made from a pie crust. Just the pie crust you can roll out, I'm sorry. And so we're going to pour that directly to our dish. Let me get up on it so that you can see it. I'm going to put it closer to me. Okay, have to clean up as you go. So we're going to do a quick recap. So in this is the butter and the flour mixture. 1.5 sticks of Land O'Lakes melted. Then to make the flour mixture, we use 1.5 cups of self-rising flour, 1.5 cups of milk, 1.5 cups of sugar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, and this mixture that I'm about to pour in here with all this good juice, trying not to splatter everywhere. I've added a 24-ounce can of apples. They didn't have any cinnamon or nothing on them. And then I added 2 16-ounce cans of pears. I put a teaspoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of lemon juice. I pour it then on top of all of this. And I also use just a little bit of the remaining of that butter and that mixture. The oven is set for 350. We're going to put this in the oven and we're going to cook it. And when I come back, I'll let you know exactly how long it took. Hopefully it won't take more than 45 minutes, but I'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Remember, the oven is on 350, okay? And here we have it. A delicious, look, I done had a little bit. Apple pear pie. It is good. It is tasty. I've had a little bit. It's hot right now, but don't forget to try this recipe. It took about 1 hour and 10 minutes for this big pan, and it's a deep dish. And it hasn't quite settled because I just got it out the oven. So go cook your apple pear pie. Thank you for watching Mama's Comfort Cooking. Enjoy your life, enjoy your family, enjoy your food. Until next time, I see y'all later. Bye.